Interviews, politics, gossip. All of it gets in that bloody Baldur's mouth rag. Except what the people actually want in a broadsheet.
Interference with flaming fish
What is that gonna do us?
will be dealt with swiftly and hardly.
Something over there.
I'm way too big.
Good day, citizen. Please notify the Steel Watch if you witness.
Quiet day, mostly. Don't go spoiling it.
Hello, hello, and all that.
Vanra! Her name is Vanra!
Kindly lower your voice, madam.
Have you even bothered looking for her?
Looking for... For who?
My daughter! How many times do I need to say it? You sent word about a lead, said that I should come see you about it.
Of course, madam. Let me just... Forgive me. Why are you here?
Is this some kind of sick joke? Do you have any idea what I've been through these past few days? My daughter Vanra, my little girl, she's missing. This stupid, useless fist said she had a lead, but she must have been stuck in Dream Mist or something.
Madam, tell me. You said... she was... taken from a tavern?
You catch the barest tendrils of magic coiled around the flaming fist.
Yes, the blushing mermaid down by the docks I told you 100 times. Why aren't you listening?
Someone or something has tampered with her memory.
What were we discussing?
What is happening? I feel like I'm going mad! Of course! I haven't stopped! I tore that tavern apart, the rooms, every nook and cranny I could think of. She's gone.
Nonsense, I'm fine. Madam, tell me why you're here, and I will assist.
God, you're right. Something's wrong with her. Can you help me? I've no family, and Vanra's father isn't around. The Flaming Fist was my last resort. I'm so afraid. I'm so tired. I've been looking night and day everywhere I could. Her name is Vanra. She's 7 years old and has red hair, like me. We were in the Blushing Mermaid when she was taken. Just up by the docks. No, unless you count a couple of old drinking mates at the next table. But they'd be no help. They barely remember their own names. I was sober, though. I swear. I stop in the maid for a drink sometimes. But it was only a quick one. Of course. The front of house, Bosun Gannet was there, and the owner of the Blushing Mermaid, Captain Grizzly. Neither lifted a finger to help me look. It was awful. Thank you. I'll head home. Can't stand being around these idiots any longer. Come find me the moment you hear anything.
Oakfather preserve you.
I apologize for the hassle that woman caused. Such time wasters and troublemakers are a plague on the Flaming Fist.
Blaise Portier is perfectly fine. She's simply under tremendous pressure. There's nothing to worry about. I'm afraid I have a dozen crime reports to organise. Kindly wait outside.
Them all in worms rock if I had my way. About time. The Manip assured me a builder would come around a 10-day ago, and hold it. You're not the builder. Which means I've got no use for you. Look here, son. To get by in this place, you got to be tough as tax. There's no winning over the hooligans at the Blushing Mermaid with a smile and a nice hello. Now either you learn to fix my broken shutters, or you wag your tongue elsewhere. Curse those vandals at the Mermaid. I haven't had a wink of sleep for days. Curse the...
Even guards no upper crust softy.
If you have a problem, speak to one of the other Fist. A rabid warg organised this inventory, judging by the mess they've left me.
Distract the gauntlet, will ya? I think she's set on killing me.
I am never sleeping on duty again.
If you're here to report something, don't bother. The Fist don't give a damn.
The thugs are getting bolder. My husband's been mugged twice this month, if you can believe it. You be safe out there. Can't trust a damn soul. We're too poor to leave, but too scared to stay. Like half the city.
I don't leave my house now without a blade. The hell is this city coming to?
Came to check on you. How are you holding up?
I'm fine.
Liar. Hey, good looking. Behave yourself, yeah? I'd hate to see someone as pretty as you in cuffs. Try not to get into trouble. Too much trouble, at least.
Don't distract me. It's all I can do to stay balanced. Yes, I stole a purse from the evidence room. It was stupid, and I swore to Blaise Portier I'd never do it again. Ever. I have to stand on one leg until she believes me. That's not funny. If I fall, I have to start all over. Shh. I just have to last a little longer.
We need to be able to provide for them.
Not my concern.
Not like we can even turn around and leave the gallows. Absolute henderson. Interference with flaming fist property will be dealt with swiftly and hard.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is for me alone. No one else is permitted to enter it, no matter how talented a user of the weave they are. You'd make a fine three-dragon anti-player, you know? I think it's best I keep a cool head going into this. Approach it like a particularly high-risk round of three-dragon ante. I'll let Mystra show her flight, and then I can see how strong a chance we stand of winning the gambit. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
As do you. But I assume we're not here solely to exchange compliments. So why am I here?
You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
Because you had no right to ask that of me. You cast me out. Remember?
You were my lover, my chosen. Yet still you know so little of me. The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
So that's what you're scared of. With the crown of Karsus reforged, I could take control of the Karsite Weave.
You can no more control the Karsite Weave than a weather vane could control a storm. That it entered your body and consumed no more than your powers was a miracle. But we will not be granted another. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
A great ask indeed. You've given me much to think on, as you always did.
So be it. Follow the needle of your own wisdom. We shall see how truly it leads you.
On mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. And what you felt was but the slightest drop, drawn from the rushing torrent that is the weave. I confess, without my former prowess, even I struggle to stand her presence. The effects on the mortal body of such unfettered magical exposure cannot be overestimated. She held back in order to protect us, to make sure I heard her. The Karsite Weave, within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? True enough. There's a reason such unwitting heroes have been the backbone of lyric and legend for as long as both have existed. Even so, I was hardly some naive apprentice at the time. I considered myself an archmage, and yet was fool enough to be mistaken for a common conjurer. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mystra's expectations. Sounds like the door to redemption is open at last. All I have to do is walk through it, carrying the crown of Karsus. Perhaps. I see few other options open to me. If I ever want to reclaim those parts of myself the orb snatched away. If I ever want to be me again. I'll have to disagree with you there. Having not one but two parasitic entities within your body does very little for one's faith in one's personality. Still, I should take the compliment with the same generosity it was given, so thank you. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down.
I've a good mind to get the flaming bit before.
Wow. So that was Mystra. Pretty spectacular stuff. But I think Gale was right not to agree to do her bidding, no questions asked. I respect the gods, but they don't always understand what they're asking of us. Maybe immortality makes it hard to know what it's like to be one of us piggies. Proud of Gale, though. It takes some man to hold his own in front of the divine.
So, Gale's hedging his bets with Mystra? I can't say I blame him. Who'd want to hold a power like the crown of Karsus in their hands just to hand it to someone else? I know what my decision would be, but we're all different, of course.
This crown seems too powerful and dangerous an object for mere mortals to possess. Too dangerous even for Mystra. But I would sooner trust it with a god than with Gale.
I do not trust Mystra to do right with the crown, but I think I trust Gale even less. He must give it to her when the time comes, or his lust for power might well consume him.
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
Far from me to judge Gale for playing coy with Mystra, but I will not be cleaning up whatever mess she makes of him for it.
Mystra has forsaken Gale entirely. A crushing blow. But he is strong enough to persevere, I think.
What's on your mind? With pleasure. Go ahead. I'm listening. Mystra's likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this.
Welcome back, child of faith. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra. Mystra, mother of all magic, is the patron of wizards, and often called upon by other spellcasters as well. She's said to be a jealous goddess. Even though you do not follow her, you feel her power resonating from the statue. She is the one true spell at the heart of all spells. The weave could not be in better hands. Your offering is accepted, but more evidence of
It's a real shame. It's not what it used to be.
I want to play with the kitchen
Gortash is a visionary, sure enough. And his vision has cost a pretty penny.
We have steel watchers.
Fear not, friend. The days of us proper Baldurians walking these streets in fear are over. Lord Gortash made that very clear in his latest interview. I'd recommend giving it a read.
Still watch.
Walk safe, friend. These streets belong to us, after all.
No, a bit too familiar.
Why, I'd spot the wearied gaze of a fellow Baldurian anywhere. Cheer up, friend. Our city's entering a most wondrous age. One of steel, of smoke, of efficiency. And we've Lord Enver Gortash to thank. Just think, with how advanced the steel watch is now, imagine where we'll be in a year, in a decade. Exciting times indeed.
Hello. Nice day for a walk.
It's a shame Gortash
Never found the head. Makes me wonder how they knew it was still.
You've got to talk to the locals if you want the true story about Stelmane's death. The Gazette would never print all the juicy details.
You eaten at the Elf Song before? Awful, just awful. I had a stew there once that looked like it had a finger in it. Oh, I'm sure they cleaned up the scene of the murder before they started serving customers again. Oh, they must have done. They must.
I hope they stitched up the pieces before they sent the body to the family. If they could find them all, that is.
I heard it happened right here in the Elf Song.
Did you see the bloke who ran through here? Either mad or drunk, maybe both. Did you see the bloke who ran through here?
All right.
Sorry, mate. Trying to have a conflab here. No offense.
Wow. Not seen someone like you before. Not even in the Gazette's illustrations.
Who would have decapitated head anyway?
Read the Gazette
Hey,
today,
Scannon!
Let's say hi.
Yeah. This edition looks better than ever.
Karlak, you're looking well.
Would be a lot better if you'd find a way to fix this engine, Damon.
I haven't stopped trying, but all roads lead to a dead end.
Sorry,
I didn't mean...
Never mind. Glad you're all right in any case.
Nice forge you've got here.
Best I've had in years. Mistress of the house lets me operate from here for a fair price. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
Good. Someone should be.
I'm exactly as young Dalla made me. Never felt so liberated.
Diabolic Forge.
Read the Gazette today yet, mate?
Yeah.
Budge off! You're blocking my view!
Nothing wrong with looking, is there? A man can dream.
The guard is busy with their patrol and has no time for idle.
Fiend worship. I'm not trying to pick a fight, Will, but it really seems like a blatantly ill-advised idea.
It's the furthest thing from my mind. Besides, Shadowheart, not all fiends are cut from the same scorched cloth.
You're scared.
I'm telling you. That flaming fist.
Can you believe it? They removed the Baldur's Mouth puzzle section. That was the best bit. And for what? An interview with some lord. I don't care what he's done. I just want my letter games back.
You first? I double drown dare you! Are you afraid?
I'm not going in there. To hell. It was Runt's idea. The devils in there can swallow kids whole. Even Stinky.
So, Jaheira, do you like to... That is, what do you like to do?
You go in first, it's your idea.
As in...
Only have to say
Yeah,
it.
but I
Hobbies?
first, so you have to go.
Oh, well... You like to play music?
I'm just picturing you strumming on a harp so hard the strings snap and try not to shriek. What do you play?
Mostly the same children's rhyme. The battered whistle of tin. I do not get a lot of time to practice. Oh, spare me the sad eyes, girl. Not every daily deed is worthy of song. Certainly none I can play.
Terrible.
I'll bloody believe it.
Speak thrice the phrase correctly, and lucky you'll forever be. Okay, great. Oh, damn it! Can't you see I'm trying to concentrate? Scarab, sap, scarab's cap. Oh, this is gonna be harder than I thought. Just 3 times. Only have to say it 3 times.
You go in first, it's your
The Devil's Feet.
Yeah, but I dare you her.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be and shop with glee.
Oh no. Definitely something up with this one. Trust me.
A most excellent decision. Coin and time most fortuitously spent.
That's curious. Final gems, straight from the heart of Manelros. Quite the rarity. The horns of a real war devil.
Bet they were a pain to acquire.
So many authentic, devilish items. The Diabolists at work here.
What's that?
Step carefully. There's a trap.
What was she trying to summon?
Brighten up a loved one's grave with a freshly grave with a bouquet.
I bet that'll fit in my pack.
Yeah, but I
Looking at the painting makes you dizzy. You feel a dull pressure behind your eyes.
Might not be the time.
Crooks and swindlers beware. Steal from the devil's fee, and it won't be the flaming fist who come knocking. Catch a glimpse of the delights of the nine hells. From a safe distance, of course.
This head's a long way from home. Belongs to one of the Fugue Plains death devils. A real fiend's skull. By the size, I'm guessing a Gargatula.
Aramin the Erudite, the epitome of devilish charm, wit, and grace.
No traps, please.
A portrait of a noble devil, charming, sophisticated, deadly.
Your esteemedness returns. Oh, joyous hour. Well, well. It's been a while since I've had such discerning custom. Here, you may browse my more curated selection. Now you've seen what I have for thee. Remember, discretion is key at the Devil's Fee.
This artwork is more foul than fine. It fills you with an uncanny sense of dread.
Oh, shit! That was 4 times, wasn't it?
Going
Bollocks!
first, it was your idea. Yeah, but I dared you first, so you have to go.
Does he say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate? City of crime and chaos. Got a tip for you, mate. Don't believe everything you read.
Gossip.
Got a tip for you.
Bloody Baldur's mouth rag.
Got a...
Except what the people actually want.
What are you staring at, pal? You dropping eaves? Get gone.